Yo, peace was good. Welcome to that song, my CD collection. This is part 72. But before I start, I just want to give a shout out to the faggot ass nigga um, that made a video about me, talked about how I'm fat, I still live with my mom, and I'm diabetic and all that shit. Um, just to let you know, that's more publicity for me. Not to be on some cocky shit, but the more videos you make about me, the more publicity I get. So, but without further, but that's all I have to say about that. You just a peon, you know what I mean? So, and no, it's not who you think I'm talking about. I'm not talking about Samaj. That chapter is closed. So, me and him, that's over. So, that's enough for that. But it's another dude. It's a troll. I don't pay him no mind, but it is what it is. All right. So, I got CDs as usual, like I usually do, and I'm gonna show you guys some of them. All right. Excuse me. Redman's fifth album, Malpractice, released in 2001. This came out 3 years after Doc's Name. I did a review on that album. This album is known for has a couple of singles. Let's Get Dirty, which that was my shit back in the day, and Smash Something featuring Adam F. Honestly, I didn't really care for this album. This is definitely one of his weakest albums. That's just my opinion. This is really, really, really bad. I mean, when I first heard it, it was good. I liked it, but I feel like it was lacking something. And for me, it was production, and it was a lot of sex songs and stuff like that. I think it was like overabundance with that shit. That's just my opinion. It was overabundant when it came to the sex songs and stuff like that. But yeah, this album I didn't really care for, man. It was very disappointing. But yeah, this is Redman, Malpractice, released in 2001. Then we got Sheek Louch with his first album, Walk With Me, released in 2003. Sheek Louch, 1/3 of the LOX, you know what I mean? They put out dope albums like Money, Power, Respect, and We Are the Streets. So, like I said, this is his first album. Known for singles, Two Guns Up, and there was another song. I think 10 Hut was a single too, but I know Two Guns Up was a single. I remember that song coming out in the summer of 2003, and I remember visiting New York at that time. And this is when I just moved to Florida like the year before, but I went back to visit in '03, and man, you could not walk down the street without hearing that shit. That was like a summer banger. It's like one of those joints right there. But yeah, this is a decent album. It's been a while since I heard this album, but I gotta listen to it again. But I think I have his second album, Street Music. I think think it's called After Taxes, which I think I do have. Don't remember. But yeah, this time I definitely gotta go back and revisit. But I thought I liked it. I thought it was dope. But yeah, Sheek Louch with Walk With Me, released in 2003. Like, in my opinion, his first 2 albums were good, but then after that, his music has just gone, it just went under, in my opinion. It just has gotten whack. Not whack, but like, it just wasn't as good as his first couple albums. But yeah, Sheek Louch, Walk With Me, released in 2003. Alright, then we got Second to None with their second album, Classic 220. Second to None, they're a group from Compton. I think they're from they're from Compton, California. They're known for their affiliation with DJ Quick. They came out with an album called Second to None that came out in 1991, and this is the second album. Supposedly they were supposed to come out with an album back in 1994 called The Shit, which I believe they were under Death Row at that time, but it was shelved. A lot of albums back in the 90s got shelved in Death Row that never see the light of day. But that album, The Shit, you can actually download it like on the internet and shit like that. It's actually pretty good, but would love for it to come out, on CD and shit, because I would pick it up. But Classic 220, the only single that I know of this album is Up in the Club featuring AMG and DJ Quick. Very dope production on this album right here. I was very surprised. It's very, very good. Because usually a lot of West Coast artists that came out in the 90s, usually like their late 90s, their later albums really aren't that good. But that's not the case with this album right here. But yeah, Classic 220 by Second to None. released in 1999. Very dope album. Dope West Coast shit right here. Then we got 3 6 Mafia. I believe this is their 6th album. Called Unbreakables. This was released in 2003. Dope production on this album, you know what I mean? Their beats on this album was not as dark as their earlier stuff. You know, don't expect, you know, Chapter 2 World Domination, Chapter 1 The End, or Mystic Styles. This is like when they were like more commercial, but their beats were still dope, you know what I mean? The singles off the album is Ride and Spinners with a Lil Flip, which was very big back in 2003. I remember hearing that shit. You know, that was it brings me back to my high school days, you know what I mean? So, you know, just remind me of like the summer of 03 and shit like that. But yeah, this is a very good album. I like it a lot. Not the best album, but the beats make up for it. But I'm afraid of their earlier stuff, you know what I mean? But this is 3 6 Mafia under the Unbreakables, released in 2003. Then we got Game Over. This is a compilation album released in 2000. It's pretty much it was produced by the cat named DJ Rob and Domingo. I've mentioned Domingo before. This is pretty much what it is that, you know, it's a compilation now with some MCs from New York, most of them New York MCs and stuff like that, and you know, some like from other people from other places, but it's mostly a lot of local artists from New York and shit like that. What it is that they sample like, you know, video games, like arcade video games, and you know, they make beats out of that, and then that's how the whole concept of the compilation came about. So they sampled the scores from those arcade games from the 80s and 90s, and then made songs out of it. So, and that's pretty much what you got from this. It's actually pretty good. There's a part 2 of this. I need to get my hands on that. I think that came out in 2002, 2003. But this is the first one. I know this is long out of print. So, but yeah, glad to own this joint right here. Very dope shit right here. Yeah, and the song Super Brooklyn by Coco Brothers. I know some people have heard that song where they use the Super Mario Brothers samples. So yeah, pretty dope. Alright. Let's see my song right left. Yeah, I got so some time. Alright, then we got excuse me, Mo Thugs with their 2nd album. Family Reunion Chapter 2. Family Scriptures Chapter 2, Family Reunion. This was released in 1998. I've mentioned Mo Thugs before. It's when I showed you guys the Mo Thugs Ghetto Cowboy single. Well, this is the album that has that song Ghetto Cowboy. So I actually found this shit. So I was like, alright, cool, that's what's up. So I found this album, and I need to get the first album, Family Scriptures, that came out in '96. But this is actually pretty good, man. Mo Thugs, they're from Cleveland, Ohio. Known for their affiliation with Bone Thugs and Harmony and shit like that. It's actually pretty good, man. I actually enjoyed this shit right here. But yeah, Mo Thugs Family, Chapter 2, Family Scripture, Family Reunion, released in 1998. Excuse me. Very dope shit. If you like Bone Thugs, like that sound, you like that kind of shit, then you'll definitely enjoy this album right here. Then we got April MJG with Memphis Underground, released in 1999. This is pretty much a compilation album by them of songs from the early days, like, you know, from like '92 all the way up to 2000, and as well as like some collaborations that they did with other artists throughout the '90s and shit like that. It's actually pretty good. Definitely didn't get my hands on more of the albums, and I would like to get my hands on Lyrics of a Pimp, that came out in '97, which is a compilation album of songs that they did back in the early '90s and stuff like that. But that goes for a lot of money and is long out of print. I seen it for a decent price on Amazon, but I got paid on Friday, so I might scoop that up. I'm not sure, but yeah, Memphis, April MJG, definitely need to get more albums from them. I have April's first album, The Lost Album, which has the 3 discs, and I have MJG's No More Glory, which I showed you guys in the past and stuff like that. But dope shit right here, highly recommended. You know, you got like guys like 90s down south hip hop like I do, then you'll definitely enjoy this shit right here. Then we got my man Little Troy with Sittin' Fat Down South, released in 1990. Is it 99 or 98? 1999. This came out in 1999. Yeah, he's from Houston, Texas. You know what I mean? This is his first album. Known for the single "Wanna Be a Baller." There's a video for that. It's pretty cool. Very laid back. Wanna be a baller. That shit, yeah, that shit is tough. That shit goes in right there, man. Like just like that real pimp shit right here. It's kind of like, I would say he's like a Master P's mixed with Scarface. Not lyric wise, but like that whole vibe of him. Like, you know, that's what it kind of remind me of. Like, but laid back Scarface, not Scarface, you know, from the Ghetto Boys like Scarface. I'm talking about Scarface throughout from the late 90s, like the Untouchable, you know, that shit. But yeah, very dope album. I highly recommend it. If you like down south hip hop, Houston, Texas hip hop, then I highly recommend checking this album out. Very dope. And actually, I think this is his best selling album too. Then we got Coolio, It Takes a Thief. This is his first album. I'm not gonna front, I kind of slept on Coolio only because of the whole Gangsta Paradise shit. But, and I know he used to be part of, what's that group? WC and the Mass Circle. You know, he was part of the Mass Circle crew with WC. He was part of that, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what, let me check it out. Shout out to my dude, Ross Hartley. I think he picked up a CD of his. And then it's like, you know, because he picked it up and stuff like that, I was like, you know what, let me pick it up. And then long and behold, it got some hot joints, man. The singles off the album are Fantastic Voyage, which was the single, was the biggest single off the album. County Line. There's like 2 other singles I don't remember, but I remember Fantastic Voyage and County Line was a single as well. But the production on this shit, very, very dope. Highly recommend it, man. Yeah, I like it. I fucks with it, you know what I mean? Yeah, very dope shit right here. Then we got Poison Clan with Strait Zooism. This was released in 1995. This is the last time they did that they ever put out. This is JT Money's old group. If you guys know about Poison Clan, they were affiliated with Uncle Luke and shit. Like they put out several albums. They have like, I think they put like 3 or 4 albums, I believe. And like I said, this is the last time they were put out. I think the single of this album. Let me see. I gotta cheat. I don't even think there was a single for this shit right here. And like I said, this is the last time they were put out. And if you guys noticed that they didn't make a, this was the last time, like this is the only album they didn't do under Uncle Luke because of money situation, you know, money issues and shit like that. You know how that shit go. You know, when niggas kind of cheat you out of your money and shit like that, you don't want to pay and shit like that. That's pretty much the case with that shit. Is the usual, unfortunately, when it comes to this shit. But yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, it's okay. It's not too bad. But you know, it's like it's gangster shit, but it's like party shit too. But this has a little bit more gangster feel to it, so it's not too bad, but it's not the best either. But I haven't heard the rest of their albums, but yeah, that's pretty much it. And the last CD I'm gonna show, I mean I have more, but I only have a very little time, so I'm gonna show you this last CD, and then I'll continue on tomorrow, alright, or later on today when I wake up and shit. But MC Lyte's 6th album, 7 and 7, released in 1998. I've mentioned MC Lyte before. I have an Ain't No Other album that came out in 1993 with Roughneck. I Go On and shit like that. This album right here, I didn't really care for it. I'm gonna be honest with you, I didn't really like this album. This is where she kind of went for the more commercial sound, the more bad boy sound, and at that time she hooked up with Pharrell, like with Neptunes and shit like that. So she was kind of going for that sound, and it didn't really work for her. I didn't really care for this album, to be honest with you. But just bought it, you know, just add on to the collection and stuff like that. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you guys enjoyed that, I'm gonna continue the rest tomorrow. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. If you guys enjoyed that video, peace.